What's up, everybody? This is the Jedi. So this is breaking news, and it's really interfering with my entire life right now because I'm trying to work on this documentary for you, um, on reparations. But then I cut that to the back for a minute because I have worked on and completed a video for you, uh, about this Will Smith thing, and I have something on LeBron James and some other people. That's just under 2 hours. um, it's complete. I was just in post editing, trying to edit out some of my ums and um, I can get at least 10 minutes of stuff edited down usually in videos just with my ums. Okay, fine. I said it. What do you want from me? But now. But this is intriguing, everybody, because I said to you, if you've not seen the, uh, uh, there's my us, Surviving R. Kelly video, you must go and watch that. You must go and watch that. I think that video was, I don't know, it's like 15 or 16,000 views on it the last time I saw it. I don't remember. But anyway, I said in that video, because I went through that documentary forensically, y'all. Now, here you have Azriel, whose name I could never remember or say, and Joycelyn. I'm going to link this. If you haven't seen it, you need to see this because it adds a very, very interesting twist, especially when we look at what we're talking about with R. Kelly. The contrast, everybody. Michael Jackson's accusers come out 10 years after he's dead. They're 40 or 50 years old now, whatever they are. They claim all this happened when they were 7. And we're supposed to hate Michael Jackson. They can come out 100 years later. They can do that. Because it's white kids and Michael Jackson, a black man, who they have decided many years ago is going to be guilty of something no matter what. No matter what. Even if he descended today on the wings of angels with Christ himself, it still wouldn't be enough. It would not be enough. And so now the contrast. This is why I'm doing this, because there is a teachable moment here. So now the contrast. Here you have these two beautiful black women, and they're women now because they're in their 20s. You have these two women. R. Kelly is alive and breathing. They come forward and say, didn't happen. And it means nothing. But switch it back to Michael Jackson with these two white boys, and you're supposed to believe everything they say because victims have different ways of dealing with things, and they're victims and they're victims and they're victims. Switch it over, turn the coin over. Well, R. Kelly was standing just off camera when they were talking. He was in the room, and they were aware that he was there, and this and the third, but their fathers already said what we want him to say, and that is that R. Kelly is this monster and he's guilty. Even though the daughters are sitting here telling you, no, the parents are lying. Now, Azriel is the one in the black. She's the one in black, and then Joycelyn is the one in red. And Azriel in black was very believable to me, everybody. Very believable. One of my many gifts that Allah has given me is I am absolutely a very good trier of fact. I'm very good at reading people and their energy. I'm very good at that. It's a gift, so I'm not taking any credit. It is not of me, it is given to me. And I find both of them highly, highly credible. Now, I do not believe that they that when they met R. Kelly that their relationship was non-sexual. I don't believe that. But the context that she puts it in is absolutely believable. Because she said that her parents told her to lie to him about her age. They were encouraging her to get some kind of pictures or video and different things so that they would be able to blackmail him so they could get a coin. But the way she tells it is believable. And thankfully, this is just a black thing. White folks will not be able to relate to this, sadly. And not really sadly, just they're different people. You understand that? But it proves my point. When you always hear me preach ad nauseum, I've said stop buying into this thing that they sell, that we're all the same. We all bleed the same. We're all the same. We're not the same. There are different species of human beings than we are. Period. The end. Even Allah says, I have made you of many tribes and nations that you may know one another. If he had made us all the same, he would have said that. He's the creator. I think I kind of take him at his word. So they won't get it. You see, it goes to the same point of like why it should never be white jurors judging a black defendant, because they just don't get it. They don't get anything. And so it's very dangerous to have them trying to judge someone's character and their behavior and things like that. They don't read it. They can't. They can't. They don't have the tools. I would not want to go and sit on a jury in China or Japan. I just don't know enough about the culture. I can't read them. I can't read them. I can't read them. But African people are the best readers of people anyway. We just have better instincts. That's real. That's real. We're not all at the same level of sensitivity, but we have it as a whole. A better sensitivity of sniffing out when something is not above board and when it's not and when it is. You understand what I'm telling you? That's real. So I say to you, you will get it when you see these girls. Now, Azriel articulates that her father, and by the way, if you go back and watch my video, when they was at the building, they was like, Az, and they were trying to call her, because like, they just call her Az, but short. I also critiqued these two. And I told you I didn't believe a thing that she was saying. And every time, I gave you a whole reading on him. The type of human being he is, his personality, all that kind of stuff. And this girl rings that out true. This dude is an orchestrator. You understand? They both in on it. They were trying to get a coin, because I told you, even her with her Springer Spaniel hair, every time she would turn and go lean on his shoulder, like she was so broken down, we never saw a single makeup stain or a tear stain on this light gray thing that he's wearing. And her hands stayed in this position that they are here in this still shot. I believe this girl. I believe her. I believe her. I believe her. I believe her. She also put Gayle King in her place, because she's asking questions that don't have anything to do with anything. She's asking them, is this a sexual relationship? She was like, I don't talk about anything that goes on in my bedroom, as no woman would. Would you talk about what goes on in your bedroom? And then Gayle goes, but this is a very different situation, and she shut her down. Like, nah, it's not. It's not. She held her own. Her tears, when she broke down, it was real. I believe her. 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 Now, that doesn't mean she's a rose. You know, they're all shady. They're all shady. They're all shady. But also, let me testify that this is a moment that exemplifies why it is a problem and our culture overall is degrading with all this sex before marriage. And I've preached till I'm blue that our kids are having kids younger and younger and younger. So you have the dumb leading the dumb. So the parent child relationship is blurry. I know people right now, we probably all do, but I know people right now who their relationship with their parents is something I can't even be around because the parents are still children essentially. There's too much. They had children too early. They've not matured, and the children are not mature. And that's what you also have playing out here. They still turn up at the club, and they still do all the things they've been doing since they were teenagers. I would doubt that they're even in their 40s yet. They might be, but very early 40s if they're in their 40s. If. Maybe somebody, you guys can fan out troops and let's get the age on these parents. I'd love that. All right. But I told you the type of man he is and the other father. They're the same dude, but I told you all these four parents are the same people. They're the same type of people. They just are. And so what this girl puts the light on is to say that they was trying to get a coin. They've been trying to get a coin. And they've been using her to do it, and she's not having it. She articulates that she never was interested in singing. They made that up. Now, you'll remember in my video, I said one of the things I highlighted to you because I was telling you all the things that felt wrong for me. I told you that when they would show her, and in fact they showed that in this video. Maybe I can show you the still shot. Anyways, I pointed out to you as I'm trying to find this that in that Surviving R. Kelly, every time they would show her, they only showed one thing of her singing, and she was singing like My Country 'Tis of Thee or the Star Spangled Banner or something. It was one of them. It was definitely one of them. Oh, say can you see? Yeah, that's all we heard. Oh, say can you see? That's the words we heard her singing. That's it. Nothing else. And I kept telling you, and then they would show other video of her at places supposedly singing, but they wouldn't play the audio. And I said to you in my video, they're trying to set up that she's this amazing singer and she's all this singer, and I told you I hadn't heard anything. And I said, in my estimate, it's probably because she doesn't have the goods. She doesn't have the goods. She does not have it. And she says here now that she's never wanted to be a singer. Like, that's not even her thing. You know, her parents were trying to pressure her into singing so much that she tried to commit suicide over it. Now, the parents counter that no, she was trying to commit suicide over the breakup of a boyfriend. Well, I say it can be both and. I say she could have been already distraught about the boyfriend, and then with all the pressure of the singing, and then that was part of it. Maybe that was the straw that broke the camel's back, or it could be vice versa. She was already over the singing, and then her boyfriend does his thing, and then she attempts suicide. You see, so it can be both and. It can be both and. It doesn't have to be either or. Anyways, I'm not going to be able to find the still clip of it, because why would I? Anyway, so, like I said, I'm going to link this video. I would love to play it for you, but I can't get clearance on it. I don't know how the person whose channel it's on, how they got clearance. I don't know. You know, and there's like 600,000 views on this video or something like that, like literally. But they proclaim that they're both in a relationship with him. But see, this is significant because they're not going to be able to use them at all. Like I say, she says that her parents told her to lie about her age. And she says that there was no sexual relationship when they met. She says that. I think that's up for grabs, kind of, quite frankly, because the whole reason why girls want to go to R. Kelly's concert and listen to his music and meet him and all that is so they can be with him. Like, I don't think anybody just wants to meet R. Kelly so they can just say they met him. Like, the guy, we all know how our women are with R. Kelly. Like, not saying that's all of them, but the ones that be there, we see how they act, you know. But this is also yet again another thing to draw attention away from this Harvey Weinstein stuff, everybody, and other things as well. Shout out to the troop that let us know that his court date had been pushed back. You see, to June now. It was supposed to have been in March. Yeah, we're in March. It's been pushed back to June something now. Uh, but as I say, for me, all of this, the Michael Jackson thing, all this other stuff, it's all about putting a black face on this Me Too bullshit. It's about villainizing black men. There it is. That's the still shot. That's the only thing they ever showed in the Surviving R. Kelly. And all you hear her sing is, "Oh, say, can you see?" And then that's it. And then it's just, that's it. Then every other time they show other places where she's supposedly singing, they don't let you hear any audio. It's just them talking and telling you about it. So you're supposed to be left with this idea that she was this amazing singer, you see, which is also lines up with what R. Kelly was saying. He was like, he goes, I wouldn't have any way to know she could sing when I met her. That's not why I even had any attention to her. He said I was attracted to her because she was beautiful, you know. Um, and again, I think the whole age thing we have to look at in context of time. I've said this, you know, because right now there are people under the sound of my voice whose mama had them when they was 15. You see, or 14 even. We all know somebody who they mama had them when they was real young. There's girls out there right now that are pregnant that are that age. And there's no charge of rape or anything like that. We can get into the law, but you have to keep that separate. You understand? Because when two people on earth doing anything are consenting, that's two human beings doing whatever they're doing consenting. You can come and add law to that later. You see? So there's anything on earth, you can come and make it bad. You can make it bad. And the further you go back in history, the younger girls get that they're able to hand themselves over in marriage, and etc., etc. There's still cultures that do that on the earth right now. So that's relative to me. Throw out age. Just throw that out. Throw that out. Throw that out. Throw it out. And then also you have to get into culture too again, because this is not surprising to us. Young girl falls for older man. This is not surprising. You know, last time I checked, Woody Allen slept with his daughter or something like that. Now that gets into an area. Now let's bring in the feds and all of it, you know. But I just think that, and he's not the only one. There's other Hollywood actors that are married to women that are way younger than them and all that kind of thing. To me, that's still the same thing. If you're a 50-year-old man, or you're was it Harrison Ford that was with somebody that was like 2 years old, damn near. Was it? I don't know. But y'all know. Even I can't think of names right now. There are actors out there that are with actresses that are way younger than them, and things like that. So I think, like with everything, you have to put things in context, you know. Um, and I could definitely see this family being money hungry and they now so since the girls now have access to R. Kelly, they want to try and control that and manipulate it and do this. So we get you can't be with that man. We don't get no money. You should get some money out of him. At least get some money. I could hear that. I can hear it. Do you understand me? I can hear it. This is the Timothy Savage dude that I also profiled in my video, and I was on camera for that video. And I gave you a whole rundown on him, the type of dude he is, and it just they all the same, dude. They're all the same. They're young, dumb ass parents with young, dumb ass kids, and they're all acting like kids. There's no authority. That's why your daughter would be able to be with not just R. Kelly, but anybody. Because you all don't live a lifestyle that is submissive to that is submissive to Allah and what He has laid out for mankind. You are fake Christians, and anything goes. There's no code of life for the Christian. No fear of God, because everybody's been told they're going to heaven. That Jesus loves them, that He was the Son of God, and God comes as a man, and all this other lies. This is what you get. This is what you get out of that. You understand? This is exactly the type of stuff you get. This is the stuff you get. Look, these young girls are standing there, and I don't know who they are. I guess they're their daughters too. But look, already this is inappropriate. 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 She's out there in tight jeans, and there's cleavage, and the jacket. It's the hair. She's not doing that just so she can look good for herself. Don't give me that. Don't give me that. Women and girls try to gussy themselves up to look good for boys and other girls. Period. The end. They're never doing it for themselves. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Stop typing. Don't do that. You want to tell me somebody that just came through, a long bout with cancer, and they lost all their hair, and they lost they just, now they just need something to pick up their own self-esteem for themselves. I'm with you. I'm here for you. But this girl's now here in lashes and all this. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Everybody's trying to be cute. Everybody's trying to be cute. And they want to hear that they're cute. Don't start with me. Don't do it. So there is shadiness going on. Like I say, what's her name? Azriel said that her father and mother, and he looks like, because I told you, he was even on his phone when it was outside the building where she was supposed to have been at. He's going through females' phones. You feel, there's no question in my mind. You have to watch that video. I already gave the whole profile on both these dudes, the mothers and everything. This is not new. And like I say, this girl just blew up the spot for me because I'm like, I knew it. That's exactly what I could sense and see. It's right in my face. And sadly, both of them saying, because Gayle asked them, like, so, what do you want to do with your life? Are you just content to keep doing what you're doing? And Azriel in the black said, well, I'm still figuring out what I want to do with my life, so I'm happy doing what I'm doing for right now. Like, basically, she chilling. But then Joycelyn says, well, because we know, Robert is going to support us, forever, no matter what. I'm like, do y'all realize he didn't have the bail? He didn't have the bail, so your lifestyle about to change if you're talking about a coin, sister girls. I don't want to bring the bad news. I hate to have to tell it. So I'm saying, that's why I'm glad me and my wife, I'm saying, me and Janet, we got our stuff tight, locked down, feel me? Like, it's not going nowhere. So I'm saying, Janet don't even want nobody else. She don't even want nobody. So I'm saying, she know I don't want nobody. So I'm saying, so we good. So I'm saying, we good. So I'm saying, and little Issa, he in the other room sleep right now. Just, if y'all want to know, just little Issa, he sleep in the other room right now and stuff and everything. Janet had to run to the store for something and stuff and everything. But we good. You see what I'm saying? We good. You see what I'm saying? And to all the fans, we are thinking about, Janet wanted me to let y'all know, that we are looking at a possible tour and stuff. We just she didn't want me to say too much. Just we're looking at a possible tour, just possible. She wanted me to make sure I told y'all that, so I did that. But uh, as I said, also they also proved that nobody was being held against their will. Nobody, nobody. And by the way, you contrast this once again to the liars sitting up there talking about Michael Jackson. There is not a single stitch of evidence. 15 years this man was investigated by two police agencies and the FBI. And they didn't find so much as a dirty note. And that's who we're supposed to believe? And the brother has been dead for 10 years? We're supposed to believe them, but we're not supposed to believe these two girls? Not on your life. Not on your damn life. Not on your life. And that documentary has been produced and put on by the biggest liars on the earth. The enemy to all humanity. The only people that have ever used the atomic bomb and have done it twice on the nation of Japan. This is what I'm supposed to believe? The people who can't even say that Michael Jackson was unequivocally the greatest entertainer that ever lived, certainly the most famous human being that's ever lived on earth. I can keep going. When we talk about credibility, when we talk about believability, you have to quantify the source. Who are they? What's their history? What do they do? What are they known for? You see? If they lied on the man when he was alive, certainly they'll lie on him when he's in his grave. That's what they do, is lie. You see? And we're not impervious to hearing things that are uncomfortable, but damn it, it needs to be the truth. And when it's not, we reject that. Just plain and simple. You see? You want to show up now 10 years after this man is dead, and I'm supposed to believe you? I don't believe anything you say, not even your name. That's real. Your words have no weight with me, 'cause you're counterfeit, I see. I don't need no bullshit. I won't put up with it, huh? Yes. I need to hear that song right now. I think Brandy on her way over here and stuff to visit us. I think Brandy and stuff. I think Brandy. But so watch this, everybody, because and form your own opinion. You know, I've shared mine. You know, you don't need to agree with that. That's what I think. I think that I find them very credible. I think they were still hot ass little girls who wanted to get around R. Kelly at all costs when they had the opportunity, and they did. You know, and because of our culture and the way that things just go sometimes in the overall society, because this is not a holiness society. This is a society that rejects God's law. You understand? Separation of church and state. Well, forget the church, because that's all fake anyway. But what's really at the undergird of that is separation of righteousness and what we want to do. We're not here to do what's right. Even in your courts, your court laws, there's no law that's based on morality and what is right. You understand? They always tell you the court is not here for that. You can't legislate morality, really. You know, you can set laws and standards, but you can't legislate or litigate morality, you know. Like, you just can't, you know. Yet they want you to swear on a Bible when you walk into a court and say you're going to testify. I'm over it. More hypocrisy. But that's another video, and I've probably done it. This is an intersection of culture and law and witch hunt by the white society, you know, to defame and to bring this man down, to use him as yet another distraction from the list of white people who they who we've had all these people that have come out and now they've kind of vanished into thin air when this whole Me Too stuff started. Because Me Too is only going to be predicated on white people. It's not real. I told sisters a long time ago when it started, I said, this ain't about you. This ain't about you. This ain't about you. This ain't about you. So don't stop joining these causes and stuff that white women bring up. Stop it. If you really have an issue, you need to go and do your own thing. But don't join theirs because it's not about you. They really don't care. That's what's real. They really don't care. You're not as important to them as some little white heifer. You're just not. That's real. Sadly, but it's real.
All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us.
You know. So I think these were just hot girls that met R. Kelly, and I think that they are absolutely happy with him. You know, that their unhappiness comes when natural fights and arguments and stuff like that come up. But I think they just in their own mind, they have reached the pinnacle. I live with R. Kelly, you know, and they said that both of them are in love with him, you know. And then that's when Gayle wanted to know, is this a three-way sexual thing? And she was like, she shut her down. Shut Gayle down. She's pointing in her face and everything. I like that she's just kind of shut Gayle down because Gayle is not some you know, fresh rose and all that. She is a diabolical bitch. Of course, you have to be. You're gonna tell me you're a black woman on CBS, working for a CBS conglomerate, and that you're there as some autonomous, independent person who can just express your own views and your own thoughts? I doubt it. You have learned many years ago, way back when you and Oprah met in goddamn Baltimore, or Chicago, wherever the hell you met, how to be a good little maid and how to get along with massa. You see, they give you a little bit more clout because you're friends with Oprah and they love to be around black celebrity and black fame. They've always loved that, even when it was segregated. We don't want you to sit in the audience and we don't want you to drink anything here, but damn it, you can come through the kitchen and come on stage and entertain us. It's the same thing. Nothing has changed. We must always remember that, everybody. You can never see the passage of time as if it's wiped things away, because they still exist. They still exist. You see? Victims of anything get over it eventually because they never have to see the perpetrator again. They never have to interact with them. They either die or they go to jail or something, but they're never going to have to interact with that person again. Even if they robbed them at a store, or they were mugged, or they were raped, or they were, you know, robbed or beaten or attacked or something, it eventually goes away. Sadly for us, we have to look at these fucking people every goddamn day. It has never stopped since 1619. You never can get over it. And they continue to oppress. You understand? Murder, kill, and incarcerate. Oh, don't get me started, because this video will get way longer than I intended it to be. I'm just reining it in and telling you, go and watch them and make your own assessment. And I look forward to you guys' comments. I am, on the other hand, going to probably just back you on this other one that's done already, everybody. And just go ahead, and so you'll have two videos lopped up on top of each other, quite frankly, because I don't want to wait to release that other one. It's done because I need to. You have this one now. I'm just gonna go ahead and release the Will Smith thing with the LeBron stuff. I'm gonna release that, and then I can just go back to working on the documentary. You know, in the free time that I have to get that done. And like I said, if something else pops up that I think is noteworthy, I will articulate that and put out a video. But for now, I leave it here. I love you all. I'll see you soon.